TNA Genesis 2025 match card and predictions. It feels so good to say that. I've wanted to see Genesis make a return to TNA for such a long time, so it's great to see it here. We've got some great matches lined up for this show, including the TNA World Championship on the line. It is Nick Nemeth going against Joe Hendry. Elsewhere on the card, we've got the TNA Knockouts Championship in a Clockwork Orange House of Fun match. Masha Slamovich going against Rosemary. We've got Jordynne going against the returning Tessa Blanchard. For the TNA World Tag Team Championships, we've got the Hardys versus the Rascalz. We see Josh Alexander going against Mike Santana. For the X Division Championship, we've got Moose versus Ace Austin, and we've got the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championship on the line with Spitfire going against Ash and Heather by Elegance. So let's start then with the Knockouts Tag Team Championship. I think Spitfire have been very credible champions, have been great for the Knockouts Tag Team division. However, I think Ash and Heather have been slowly built up in the background, and for me, I think it's time for new champions. I want to see something a bit different in 2025. Ash has not had much championship success as of yet in TNA. She's been there for a year now. I think it's time to strap some championship gold around her waist, and I think Heather is doing good work as well. So for me, I'm going to go for brand new Knockouts Tag Team Champions. We'll follow up with Mike Santana against Josh Alexander. Again, Josh Alexander, not aware of his contract situation, but I know it is running down, and I believe he is going to explore the idea of free agency. And with Mike Santana, who picked up a big win over Moose at Bound for Glory, I think Mike Santana is going to continue that momentum here and build his way up towards the main event scene of TNA in 2025. So for that reason, I'm going for Mike Santana to defeat Josh Alexander. For the Knockouts Championship, we've got Masha Slamovich defending against Rosemary in a Clockwork Orange House of Fun match. Of course, this was a specialty made by Raven for old school TNA fans. Looking forward to this one. Basically, the specialty, for those that are unaware of the rules, is basically a hardcore match. Usually, we have some poles with some chains and weapons hanging off of them in the corners. Sometimes there's a bit of cage hanging on one side of the ring as well. So usually, it's violent. It's usually a lot of fun, and I'm expecting this one to be no different. Looking forward to how this one's going to play out. Masha Slamovich and Rosemary. It's good to see Rosemary getting a push again in TNA. I think certainly since the appearance in NXT has really helped with that as well. And yeah, I mean, Masha Slamovich has held the title since Bound for Glory. It feels a bit early for me for her to drop the championship. She is someone that I think would be quite well suited to these sort of violent matches as well. She's been involved with Bloodsport before, so yeah, I'm going to go for Masha Slamovich to retain here. I think this one secretly low-key could be one of the matches of the night. But the match I expect should be match of the night, Jordynne versus Tessa Blanchard. Wow, this got quite a reaction with Tessa Blanchard returning to TNA. Look, Tessa comes with baggage, I think. If you hear a lot of stuff backstage of what Tessa is meant to bring, I don't know Tessa, I don't know what goes on backstage. I can only judge what I see goes on in front of the curtain. What I see goes on in front of the curtain, performing in front of actually each and every week, is a fantastic wrestler. And I think that the match with her and Jordynne is going to be an awesome match. She's generated a lot of heat coming back as well. Certainly, I think has provided interesting television from a TNA standpoint as well. So I'm interested to see where this is going to go. Now, as a prediction and as a result, I spoke about the Mike Santana, Josh Alexander route earlier on, where Josh Alexander, I think, is going to explore free agency when his deal runs out shortly, which is why I went for Mike Santana. I think it's the only shameful part with this match is that we know Jordynne Grace's deal is up shortly. I do feel she is WWE bound. That's my personal feeling. But if something changes between now and Genesis, if she re-signed, my goodness, that would leave this match wide open, and my excitement levels would be really high to see this match. But as a prediction, I'm going for Tessa Blanchard here to pick up the victory, and I actually think she's going to write Jordynne Grace off of TNA wrestling. But certainly, I want to say for good, but certainly for the foreseeable future. Next, we'll move on to the X Division Championship, Moose against Ace Austin. As much as I want to see Ace Austin win the title, it's hard to get bet against Moose at this particular time. The dude is a beast, he's dominant, and I think he's doing good things in the X Division right now. So for me, I'm going to have Moose retain. For the Tag Team Championships, we've got the Hardys going against the Rascalz. For me, I'm really excited for this match. A lot of fun this should be. As much as for my taste, I'd like to see the Rascalz win the tag team titles. I have a feeling that the Hardys are going to retain here, but look, the Rascalz clearly are going to have influence from the Hardys over the years, so I'd like to see something play out with that dynamic in the match personally, but yeah, Hardys for the win for me. And last but not least then, for the TNA World Championship, Nick Nemeth versus Joe Hendry. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. It's time for Nick Nemeth to drop that championship. It has been time for Joe Hendry to be a world champion in TNA for a while now. They flirted with the idea of him being in the main event scene. It's almost felt like the nearly man at this point. It feels like it's last chance saloon, because otherwise TNA have truly dropped the ball with Joe Hendry. I think Joe Hendry wins the title here, and I think he's going to carry the company in 2025. With his name value and stock right now, he's had an incredible 2024. I look forward to seeing what he does for TNA and himself in 2025, and I think during that year he will be TNA World Champion. His time is now. So let me know your predictions in the comments below for TNA Genesis. Look forward to hearing your thoughts with the show. And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, share with a friend, subscribe as well for all that good stuff on this channel. More wrestling content if you like TNA, WWE, AEW, and much, much more. Check out this video on the side of your screen right now, and look forward to seeing you for the next video. All the best. Thanks for watching.